So today we are going to be talking about China's number one cryptocurrency, NEO. And there's a lot to be said about this technology as we continue to move forward in 2018. And I would actually like to draw your attention to a lot of the news articles that have been released regarding NEO. And it is quite interesting to see how the community that has basically organized around the potential of this technology. It's definitely interesting to see how that has definitely influenced the various degrees of the ways that people perceive this technology and so forth. And I think that it is a lot to say that NEO definitely has a pretty significant reputation when it comes to its status and so forth. I was actually just reading this article, why China's largest cryptocurrency, NEO, is aiming to build a smart economy. And I think the smart economy is definitely something that's really interesting when it comes to looking forward and seeing where NEO is going to establish itself as we continue to move forward in regards to cryptocurrency, because you have to think about all the different variables of day-to-day life that have actually been implemented fully in regards to smart economies, in regards to just smart technology in general. I think that the economy becoming smart is a pretty interesting concept. When they can make your TV smart, they can make your phone smart. Of course, they would like to make the smart economy smart. It basically makes sense when you consider the fact that China definitely is leading the way in a lot of various different ways that they can position themselves as so forth, as far as they pursue the basically the positioning of NEO as we continue to move forward. I mean, we see NEO in this number 9 position. Pretty interesting considering the fact that we've seen all these recent volatility across the board with all these different technologies. Certainly, we are looking at a $6,000 Bitcoin. And just recently, there were some pretty high prospects for the technology, and people were really looking forward to seeing bigger and better things by now. However, it is interesting. I think, in my personal opinion, I would say that we're going through sort of a healthy market correction, and we're definitely seeing really what is behind all these different technologies. It's definitely testing times. And it's definitely important to see the different technologies that manage to basically come out of the current situation that we're experiencing, and seeing where NEO has actually been moving forward and so forth in the light of all this definitely renews my confidence in the NEO technology. And I think with their applications of the various things, of course, China's a superpower in the world that should definitely be taken into consideration when looking into NEO and the possibilities that are going to be in store for the technology as things continue to move forward. So I would say that as we come out of this market crash that we're currently experiencing, basically this healthy correction, I think NEO will be leading the way as things continue to move forward. So definitely an interesting technology to keep an eye on in regards to the different potentials that are in store. Personally, in my opinion, this video is certainly just my opinion, but I would say that I could see NEO being higher than in this number 9 position. I could see NEO really moving upwards and reclaiming some of those higher positions, perhaps even overtaking Ethereum in the long term. Certainly is a possibility. Considering they both do very similar things, it basically just comes down to which technology is going to basically overtake the other one in the long term. Definitely an interesting conversation to be had there in regards to the potential that's in store for NEO, as far as the ways that it implements its own blockchain technology and so forth. So definitely something interesting in that regard. Another thing that I would also like to say, you guys, is that you guys should go follow NEO on their Twitter if you're interested in seeing all the different different information that Neo has readily available. They're definitely really great at keeping people updated, their latest activity on here just recently. I mean, it is very interesting to see how often these different technologies keep the community updated, and Neo is definitely one of those good ones that has a good potential in that regard. And while you guys are on Twitter, definitely go and make sure that you follow my Twitter. That's at CryptoTuber. And yeah, it would be definitely always interesting to connect to you guys on various different social media websites and platforms. And yeah, we've really been doing a great job building this awesome community across the board on different platforms. And yeah, I'd just like to thank everybody who comments down below, and of course the likes the videos and everything like that. Putting on post notifications, everything helps the channel expand and move forward, and all these different things. So yeah, definitely go and join the community on Twitter and so forth. And these things are really definitely nice to see unfold. But as far as the news regarding Neo goes, I think that there's a lot of different variables that come into play when looking at the performances that are basically happening as far as the way that they interact on the global stage. So definitely pay attention to that different variable and so forth. But I'd just like to thank everybody. But also, I need to say this one thing is that I'm not a financial advisor. This video is not financial advice. I basically just make these videos for opinion purposes and sharing for discussion reasons with the community that we've built on here. And I'm always interested in hearing what you guys have to say. But you have to remember, I'm not your dad. I basically just make these videos. It's just a YouTube video of me having this conversation with you guys just for the sole purposes of basically sharing information regarding these technologies and so forth. So another video that I would actually recommend that you guys go and check out is this one right here, and I'll be including a link to this video in the description of this down in the below. So if you guys are interested in hearing about this content and so forth, you guys can find the link down there. Yeah, definitely an interesting perspective that they provide in this video regarding the possibilities of a Neo breakout in value. And his opinions pretty much do go parallel to a lot of my own in regards to the potential that's in store for these technologies. So definitely an interesting piece of content to check out there. But I think that Neo definitely does have potential. If I were to make a price prediction, I would say that Neo could be worth $790 if everything rules out perfectly and we see the technology really exploring a lot of the different potential that's in store for it. Definitely an interesting technology and something to be paying attention to as we continue to move forward and expand in the light of the different developments that are possible for cryptocurrency in general. So definitely something to be paid attention to there. So yeah, I would definitely recommend that you guys go and do your own research, like I said, regarding these technologies and so forth, because it is interesting to hear different people's perspectives and so forth. I like to listen to basically everything that everybody has to say. But my understanding of Neo is fundamentally data driven, and I find that it's important to get the information directly from the source. That's why a lot of these things come in handy and so forth. So yeah, it is definitely important to get all that different information from wherever it is possible to gain it from. But of course, Neo is definitely one of those technologies where they have a good job keeping people up to date and so forth on their Twitter. But definitely something to be taken into consideration there in regards to the totality of the things that have been going on. But also, you guys, I'd like to say just thank you for helping build this channel up to where it is today. It is really awesome to see that we've reached 15,139 subscribers at the time of making this video, and it's really awesome to think that this community's grown so fast. And yeah, I just want to say a big fat thanks to everybody out there. I definitely appreciate having all these great people involved with this channel who've had the possibility of basically building up this community and so forth. And I wouldn't have made it here without each and every one of you. So big fat thanks to everybody out there who's helped build up this community. And if you're just finding this channel for the first time, make sure that you subscribe to the channel with post notifications on so we can boost this channel up further in the YouTube, Google algorithm and see things really take off. As it's been really nice seeing the community grow as much as it has. So yeah, just a big fat thanks to every single one of the subscribers on this channel, and I will see you guys in the next video. Have a good one.